Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Michael, and this is Levelhead Games, where we talk about games. And today we are starting it off hot with the brand new Nintendo Switch, which is thankfully not called brand new Nintendo Switch. Rather, it has the beautiful, snazzy nickname of Nintendo Switch OLED version. Yeah, this is basically just the Switch that we already have, but they're throwing an OLED screen on there that's bigger. It's got slightly better audio, a little more internal storage, a better kickstand for the 7 people who use the kickstand. And yeah, so it's mostly minor improvements. And as expected, this is kind of a mixed bag when it comes to people's expectations for an upgraded Switch. I mean, these rumors of a Switch Pro have been going on like basically since the Switch hit shelves, maybe even before then. And, everything has been kicked around from like 4K to it's going to make coffee and replace your Keurig. So, people's expectations have really been brewing, pun intended. And, yeah, it's rightfully a letdown for a lot of people. But I kind of wanted to share my perspective on why I think this is a product that I can actually really get excited about upgrading to. And I think it's specifically catered to a subset of Switch owners. If you're not part of that group that this is appealing to, then I understand why you'd be disappointed. And I'm not telling you that you should be excited for it, but I just wanted to give that perspective. So to me, I play my Switch almost all handheld when I'm playing single player, which is most of the time. But I'm also really committed to the multiplayer functionality. I do a lot of multiplayer with my wife, with my family, and I would never want to give that up. So the Switch Lite was something that never appealed to me. And I've heard some people already saying they already made the Switch Lite for handheld players, so why do we need another thing to them? And while I get that, we haven't really had a bone thrown to the people who just play on the TV. But I do think that this is a much different target audience than the Switch Lite was. That was something that was supposed to be affordable, portable, kind of replacing the traditional handheld. Whereas this is kind of an upgrade for the people who like to play handheld. It's a better screen, a better experience. In particular, I wanted to talk about the screen size. When they showed it in the trailer, it was kind of hilarious because they showed the old Switch screen and the bezel, and they were a new upgraded screen size. And it was the smallest increase ever. I was dude, that is not how you advertise this brand new big screen that you want to be promoting. Because it made it look like we were going to get 2 millimeters of extra screen. But no, in reality, looking at the specs and stuff, it's actually going up from a 6.2 diagonal to 7 inches. Which is really significant because when it comes to screen sizes, the overall area is actually exponentially related to the diagonal rather than proportional. And that's because of the Pythagorean theorem and all that trigonometry stuff that you do not want to hear me talk about right now. But basically, if you have a 5-inch diagonal on a screen and you double that to a 10-inch, you might think, okay, they're doubling the screen size. But no, in reality, that would be quadrupling it. You'd be going from a 12-inch screen size to 48 inches or square inches. So in this case, when you're going from 6.2 to 7, it might seem really small, but it's actually about a 27% increase in the screen size. And when you're dealing with a handheld device, more than a 1/4 increase is actually really significant. I still remember back when I got my most recent iPhone. I've got an iPhone 8 Plus, which I'm filming on now actually. And before that I had an iPhone 6. So I thought it was dumb that people had these bigger ones. I was I thought we're trying to make our electronics smaller. Why are people getting bigger screens? But eventually I got a good deal on an 8 Plus, so I just picked it up. And I immediately was wow, this is so much better. For that little amount of screen that you're adding, it's actually a really big difference. So and that percentage increase from the 6 to the 8 Plus is actually smaller than what we're getting with this Switch revision. So I'm really excited to get my hands on this OLED version and see how it looks, see how much bigger the screen feels. And also for the OLED component, I've never used an OLED TV or device, so I don't really know what the fuss is about. But from what I've heard, it's more vibrant, more contrast, and whatever. So if it looks better, then awesome. So those are my thoughts on this OLED Switch. I get why it's kind of a letdown, and I would have loved some better hardware, but who knows, maybe it's not out of the question and we can keep the Switch Pro speculation going. But actually no, please don't. I'm so tired of reading those articles. So Switch Pro is dead. So are your dreams. Well, I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Levelhead Games. This will be a fun little channel. I'll be sharing my thoughts, a lot of off-the-cuff videos like this, and we'll kind of cater it to your taste. So let me know what kind of videos you want to see, and we'll make sure that it matches up with your videos. No, that's wrong.